So welcome back to this channel once again, and in this video session I will discuss this topic: selective prompting and QCMD check in CL. So earlier I created video on selective prompting, how to code that, how to make that prompt selective, and discussed about QCMD check API in CL. Now I'll combine these two. So yes, we can use QCMD check with selective prompting in CL programming. So let's see how we can do that. So I just created one program here. Let me show you. So this time what I am gonna doing is, so I'm just taking delete file command and I'm passing the length. So delete file command is basically in a variable and cmd. Okay, and before that I used question mark control character. So this will basically prompt that delete file command. Okay, so once this QCMD check gets executed, it will basically first prompt that, and it will ask us to input file or library name, and then once we press enter, after that it will basically, what will happen, this question mark will be deleted from will be removed from this command, and further command file or library will be appended to that command. Okay, so after that you can see I'm handling CPF 6801. Okay, just because at the prompt we can take, during the prompt we can take F3 or F12. So in case of F3 I am returning, and in case of F12 I am just not doing anything. So I'm just giving the message F12 pressed or send PJ message executed. Okay, so here in this case I am not handling the CPF 0006, which I was handling in this CPF in this QCMD check execution, because this time I'm asking for the prompt. Earlier in this one I'm not asking for the prompt, I'm just checking the syntax. So once I'm asking for prompt, there will be no issue in the syntax of a command. Okay, in that case, so let's see, just compile this. CRDBG, what I can do is here CL PGM 12. Okay, stars. So command is currently delete file, and in and before that there is a prefix question mark which will ask for prompt, and the length is 500. Okay, so once QCMD check API gets executed for this command, it will basically prompt that command first, because I used question mark as an prefix before that command delete file. So now I have to provide the name of the file, for example a1 in a qtemp library. So once I press enter, at that time I would be able to press, I can press F3 or F12 also, but I didn't press. So in case of F3 the program would have returned from here. In case of F12 it will give the message F12 pressed and then executed. If I don't press F12, it will directly jump to this. Okay, and this is executed. Okay, because there would be, I don't need to handle any error mon message for that CPF 0006, because there won't be any syntax error in case of prompting. So when we will be using QCMD check API is basically whenever we are asking for prompting to the user to provide some inputs to that command. So if I'm gonna deleting some file, I would be asking for the file name and the library to the user. So I would be first giving him the prompt using this control character question mark before as a prefix before the command, and then I'm executing QCMD check whether to check that whether it is correct or not. So basically it will be always be correct, okay, because syntax won't have any issue. The thing is we can give the names which won't exist, for example the file name a1. So here in qtemp a1 won't exist, so that will be handled by QCMD execute later once we executed that. So this is executed successfully. So here we learn how we can combine these two, selective prompting and QCMD check API as a one whole entity, and these two would be very helpful to design anything which we want, we want to give a prompt to the user to input some values on particular command, and then we can check for the validity of that command. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you and have a nice time.